Hey guys, what is going on? ZKiwi here with another video from Arma 3 Altis Life on Asylum servers. This is going to be episode 4, and today we're going to be going over exactly how to make meth. I've gotten a lot of requests on this from a lot of different people. I've done a lot of tutorials, or a few different tutorials on excavation, scotch, gun running, and stuff like that, but I figured it was time to actually crack down on meth. So without any further ado, guys, let's go and get into this, and I'll show you guys exactly a step-by-step guide on how to do this the best possible way. Alright, so the very first thing we're going to be doing is, for step 1, is the spawn location. So after this new update in August, excuse me, after this new update in August, there's going to be a lot of different locations in which the the meth lab and the feeder fields can actually spawn. So you're going to have to look and decide what the best places to spawn based on that are going to be. In this specific instance, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here. Aethera would have been the best spawn location for where the feeder fields, the hydrogen sulfate, and the phosphorus were in comparison to the meth lab. So we're going to go ahead and spawn in Aethera once I get my act together here. Alright. So now we're in Aethera, which brings us to step 2. Obviously, every single time you're going to want to buy a debit card. This just mitigates the risk of if you get killed, you crash, die, anything crazy like that, you don't lose cash. So just run up to your nearest ATM. Purchase a debit card for $2,500. It's better than losing the amount of money that you would have to pull out for buying whatever you need, which is step 3 essentials: carry all, a night vision, a fedora or whatever for breaking bag stuff, and a gat with some ammo. Run to the general store for your night vision. It usually costs about 100 to 125 bucks. You're going to turn around. You're going to go to the clothing store. There you're going to buy, as far as clothes, you want to look like Walter White doing this. It's up to you. Doesn't really matter, but you don't need it. You do need a carry-all backpack. As far as the color, doesn't matter. Your choice entirely. Bring us to step 4, clear a bounty. If you have a bounty, clear it. Point blank simple. Step 5, box truck. You need to buy a box truck, or you need to pull it out if you've already got one purchased. I purchased about 4 box trucks, seeing since I always get killed and people, take them and stuff like that. They're $10,000 a piece. But I'm going to try to walk you through some steps to mitigate the risk of dying. Step 6, though, is optional. You can get a house, 3 storage preferably, with 3 crates to store all the different chemicals, such as ephedra, which is step 7, in which you need to gather the ephedra. Again, the ephedra field the spawn location will vary based on every different server reset, but you're going to have this equation essentially with the ephedra, hydrogen sulfate, phosphorus is 1 meth, and in total you're going to have 56 of each inside of the box truck. You're going to have 16 of each inside of your backpack. So you might want to take a screenshot of that exact equation if you want to. I leave 56. You could realistically fit 58, but I use 56 so you can kind of switch between your backpack and the truck back and forth without any large difficulties as far as having to drop stuff on the ground and transitioning in and out and things of that nature. So as I said before, feeder fields are right there, and that's where we're going to be going now. Again, this is step 6. So when you drive up, obviously you're going to kind of pull into some vegetation. I hit like 3 trees going in. Try to avoid that if at all possible. There's an individual up there. What you're going to see me doing here is not take precaution as far as, scouting out the area before I go in. That's something you're going to want to do. Normally when I pull up to areas like this, if I'm not shot on sight, there's chances that the person who's also there could be friendly. This is a red zone, so you can be shot on sight. There is no initiation required. You can be killed without any initiation required. But anyway, just go on the scroll wheel when you're in the ephedra fields, and you'll start gathering ephedra. Once you fill up your backpack through 96, that'll fill up, I think, about 48. You're going to put that all in the box truck until you get 56. In the box truck, 16 you can keep on you, but I take the 16 and I put all 74 into the box truck. I'm running towards the gunshots. Not always the best decision, but I just wanted to see what was going on. It ended up okay, actually, until this part, in which you'll see some individuals to the left there running behind the rock. I didn't really mind them at all. I knew they were the disciples, and it is what it is. So there we go, and the firing commences. This is a realistic event that can happen when you guys are gathering ephedra, so just be prepared when this kind of stuff happens. You're going to lose your gear. You're going to lose your truck. Probably they're going to chop it. You're going to lose everything you got up to this point. It's just part of the game. But again, that pre-scouting and things of that nature is what's going to mitigate the risk of you losing that kind of stuff. I didn't have a gun on me at this moment, but there are 3 of them. There's not much I could do unless I'm just a super MLG pro, which I am by no means. Here I go trying to run away, and I get gatted right here. Just boom, dead. So yeah, almost quit the game. But just kidding, didn't do it because I love Arma. Anyway, so they revived me. You know, just don't act like a sourpuss. You know, be a good sport about it. 9 times out of 10, if you're cool about it, they're gonna be surprised. It's gonna be a nice surprise to them, and they're gonna revive you and leave you with most of your stuff. They took about 50 of my feeder, whatever, dude. I mean, I had my box truck and stuff. I'm cool with that. So I continued gathering until I had 74 total in the truck. Again, you'd want 56 in the truck, or 72, I'm sorry, total. 56 in the truck and 16 in your bag. So 72 total is what I would have put in the truck until I needed to switch it out, and that would have been in phosphorus, which I'll show you later on. And on this map, you can kind of see the hydrogen sulfate mine there, which is where we're going next, and phosphorus up north, and the meth lab to the very far north, to the east of Wong Triad. So we're going to get into, after we're done gathering, I think it needs to get to 48, and that's going to be the remaining 24 that we need. We're going to get in the truck, and we're going to go. So there, I kind of have to move around to cancel the action. That's why you kind of see that. It kept going. But if you get extra, I highly recommend you not even recommend, you need to drop it. Otherwise, you're going to be unbalanced as far as the amounts of a feeder you have. So I think I was 3 over there. I dropped 3 on the ground. No big deal. Here I am. This is the phosphorus mine. I skipped the video of the hydrogen sulfate. I mean, it's pretty redundant. You just go there, you scroll wheel. It's a legal area, so you don't have to worry about getting shot on site. They can initiate to rob you, which could potentially happen, but you have a lesser chance of getting shot and killed than you were if you were in meth lab or a feeder field. So the only reason I kind of put this in here is because CK there, he's just kind of peeking at me with the binoculars, and I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, go ahead and just start gathering the phosphorus. And same intervals. You're going to have 72 total between the truck and on your person. You're going to take 16 out of each ingredient. You're going to keep that in your backpack at all times, or not at all times, until you go to the meth lab, and then you're going to process that. And again, that 56 of each ingredient is going to help you to cook the meth, which is in step 10, which is going to help kind of inventory mitigate, or inventory, excuse, I don't even know the word I'm trying to use here, but I guess diversity, to be able to pull it out and switch it around without having to drop things on the ground. Now, when you pull up to meth lab once again is an illegal area, so people can shoot you on site. Police officers can, you know, they can come up, they siren you, they let you know, and then they just down you and cuff you. They can seize your truck depending on volumes. Now, one thing you do need to know is that when a police officer does come up to you and detain you, process you, if you pay your ticket, police officers are not allowed to come back to the area for 20 minutes. But if they put a tracker on your car and they see that you're in the illegal area, they can. That's a loophole for them. Anyway, with the 16 ingredients in your bag, you're going to mix the ingredients. You're going to process the meth once and then twice, right, to make the meth cocktail. So here you're going to see me cook the meth again. So I made the cocktail, and now I'm cooking the meth. CK of the Disciples, they actually owned the drug cartel, so he helped me out. So half of the inventory that I had for meth, I did not have to pay the taxes as far as the drug deal tax or whatever, or the drug control tax. Anyway, you're going to continue. You're going to bring the crystal meth that you had here. You're going to take 16 out of each ingredient. You're going to continue, rinse and repeat until you're completely done. Boom, done. So step 11 brings you to selling the meth. So CK let me know that some of his buddies were in Ethera, potentially waiting to rob me, so I didn't take that chance. So I went all the way to Kavala, about 12 kilometers away, and went up to Weedman for old Frank Lucas here, and I sold him all of my meth. The best way to do this is you pull the truck up, right, alongside him, you press T, double click on it, it auto-populates all of it, and then you take as many as you can into your inventory at one time, double click it again, sell as much as you can. You just do that back and forth, flip, flip, flip. It's the fastest way to hot swap and sell as many as you can, because this is an illegal area. You can be shot on site here, and police officers do have probable cause to arrest you or to search you just for being in this area. And also, when you sell items there, you have tainted money. So when you deposit the money, you should be okay though. Find the nearest ATM and deposit your money. And here we are. We're going to see how much money we just made off of a full truckload of this. $85,780, guys. Like, that is just a phenomenal amount of money. It took me a little bit longer than was expected because we ran into a little bit of hiccups, but this is going to take you anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes based entirely on where those spawn locations are for feeder fields and meth labs. The phosphorus and hydrogen sulfate are pretty universal where they spawn, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so I really hope you guys liked the video. If you did, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. My goal here today, guys, is to reach 50 likes, 50 shares, and 50 subscribers. If we are able to reach that, I'm going to give away $300,000 in Arma money, 333 of Phaedra, and we'll go from there, guys. And I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope I see you guys in the next one.